Let's try this again. مولاي أجفاني جفاهن الكرى والشوق لاعجه بقلبي خيما مولاي أجفاني جفاهن الكرى والشوق لاعجه بقلبي خيما مولاي أجفاني جفاهن الكرى والشوق لاعجه بقلبي خيما مولاي لي عمل. The mood's about to change. So my first question for you all is, what kind of mood does that put you in, what we were just listening to? Anyone want to comment? Reflective, emotional, somber. So this is what we're going to do today is Maqam Hijaz. And I want you to, again, as we discussed yesterday, pay attention to the mood and the feeling and when it changes. This is the most basic level of understanding of what's happening in Maqam, because Maqam involves change. It's not one thing that lasts throughout the entire piece. There's change that happens. What I'd like you to do is to repeat after me with your voices. So if you have an instrument, put it down for the moment. Maybe later in the lesson you can pick it up. So let's just start with this note. And then this note. And get your diaphragm working a little bit. You can make some laugh. I always like to go to really exercise your diaphragm for a moment. Get that diaphragm moving. And then I like to go from there to making pitch very precisely. Ha, 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 ha. So try that. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, 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 ha. And of course, I'm going to repeat every phrase twice. So I'm going to sing once when you listen, and then I'll repeat, and you sing along with me the second time. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, 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 ha. He, 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 he. 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 He, he, he. So now I'm going to sing phrases that are more typical of what we would use in this maqam. That sort of gives you a sense of where to find the notes with your voice. But when we're improvising, we sing Ya Leil, oh night. Ya Leili, Ya Leil. Ya Leili, Ya Leil. Yeah. يا ليل 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 يا 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 ليل يا ليل. So, where's our tonic? Can you guys sing it? Someone unmute and sing the tonic. And we can always tell the tonic by looking for where is tension and resolution. So if I sing a phrase that says, yeah, and I end on this note, do you feel that it's unstable? It wants to resolve somewhere? Yeah, this note wants to resolve down. So I'll call the tonic 1. I'm going to sing a little bit. And Kevin, if you don't mind muting again, I'll have people unmute later. So again, repeat after me. Now I'm going to use some numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2. 4, 3, 2. 4, 3, 2. 4, 3, 2, 3. 4, 3, 2. 4, 3, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, lil, yeah, lil. Yeah, lil, yeah, lil. Yeah, lil. Yeah, lil. Yeah, lil. Yeah, lil. Yeah, lil, yeah, lil. Yeah, lil, yeah, lil. Yeah, yeah, lil. Yeah, lil. Yeah, lil. Yeah, lil. يا ليل يا ليل يا ليل. Now, so this note is our tonic. 1. Did you notice in what we were doing that there was another note that seemed to be a pole of attraction, a note of secondary resolution? And can someone unmute and sing for me what they think is the secondary note of resolution?
Da.
Good.
Yeah, the
Good. Right? So what scale degree is this?
Oops.
Scale degree means the number, right, Sean? 4.
4.
So here's how we figure it out.
4.
We just count, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I want to sing for you 5, so you hear that 5 is not the note of resolution. 1, 5, 5, 5, 5, 6, 5, 4. You hear how the 5 is unresolved and the 4 is resolved? 1 5 7 6 5 6 5 4 4 3 2 1. So the 1 is our resolution, and the 4 is a secondary area of resolution. So let's talk a little bit about this first area, these first 4 notes, first 4 or 5 notes. We have a particular mood there. We also have particular intervals, and we have a melodic vocabulary, as we were discussing yesterday. The melodic vocabulary means that just because you have the notes doesn't mean you're playing the maqam. There are particular melodic fragments that we're building our melodies from. Those melodic fragments are like the words of any spoken language, Japanese or Spanish or Greek. There's thousands of them that you have to learn to build your melodies. Small chunks of 3, 4, 5, 6 notes that are little melodic chunks that our brains process and are passed on in oral tradition. So what we've been doing is we've been learning this melodic vocabulary for the first part of the maqam, which we call a jins. So I'm going to write this in the chat. Jins, Jins. Jins, those of you who were not here yesterday, comes from the Greek word genus. The medieval Arabs studied ancient Greek music theory, translated it for the Europeans, taught it to the Europeans 7 centuries ago. And they took the Greek word genus and Arabized it to jins, and it means a kind or a type. And it refers in traditional theory to the 4 notes as the tetrachord genus of Greek theory, but it's really could be 4 notes, 3 notes, 5 notes in the Arabic maqam system, and it depends partly on where's the secondary note of emphasis. But in any case, it has a particular vocabulary, particular set of intervals, and a particular mood. So this is Jins Hijaz. Let's sing a little bit more again. Just take a moment. I was just talking for a minute intellectually. So I want you to take a moment, take a deep breath. Close your eyes, in fact. Feel your breath going into your belly and your lower back if you can. And feel your legs on the chair and your feet on the floor. And relax your shoulders if you can. And tune into whatever you're feeling at this moment. Maybe you're hungry, or maybe you're feeling pleased at getting to be spending an afternoon doing music, or maybe you're annoyed that I'm still talking. Whatever it is that you're feeling, tune into it, and then see how it changes when we go back to this jin. So let's sing again. Ya Lil, 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 Ya Lili, Ya Lili, Ya Lili, Ya Lil, Ya Lili, Ya Lil. And I'm starting to go into a new area. Although it's still related to the original mood, you can see I'm going up. I went up to that 5, I went above the 4, and something else is happening. I can really emphasize that 4. Ya Lil, Ya Lil, Ya Lil, Ya Lil, Ya Lil, Ya Lil, yeah, 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 yeah. So sing for me the tonic now.
Da.
Okay, so you're singing the original tonic, but where are you hearing all the
Oh.
melodies that we're tonicizing now? Yeah, Lily, yeah, Lily.
Lil.
Right? And this is that four, right? So we turned the four from a note of emphasis into a tonic. And on the four, we're building a new jints. And I'm going to put these words in the chat again. So this new jints is Nahawan. It's like the minor scale, right? So we had jints, jazz to open, jints, Nahawan, four, meaning it's starting on the fourth scale degree of our maqam. So let's pay attention for the moment. I know the mood of Nahawand can be similar to the mood of Hijaz, but let's see if we can feel the difference.
Sammy, your typing's not coming through on the chat.
It's because I was typing directly to Michi. Sorry. Everyone was there. Okay, let me type to everyone. Jins, Hijaz, Jins, Nahawand, 4. Okay. Yalili, yalin. Yalili, yalin. Yeah, yeah, Yalini, yalin. Yalini, yalin. Yalin, yalin. Yalin, 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 yalin. Now feel how the mood shifts as I go down to the Hijaz. Yalin, yalin. يا ليل يا ليل يا ليل يا ليل يا ليل يا ليل. So we are in Jins Hijaz, Hijaz, and then Nahawand, 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 Hijaz. You see how they're two distinct areas, even though we can connect them. Is that clear? So now this is when it gets exciting. Yalin, 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 yeah, yeah, yanin, yanin. Yeah, 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 Lin, yeah, Lin, yeah, Lin, yeah, Lin, yeah, Lin, yeah, Lin. You notice it changed again, right? يا ليل يا ليل يا ليل يا ليل يا 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 ليلي يا ليلي. Okay, so let's talk about this new jints that we introduced. We're in Hijaz, right? Hijaz, 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 Hijaz. Then we went up. Nahawan, Nahawan, Nahawan. 87654. So Nahawan on 4. 4, 5, 6, 7. 8767. 7656. 6545. 3, 4. Nahawan on 4. Yeleni, Yeleni, Yenin. So this Nugents that I just introduced, how does it differ from the Nahawand? You can tell me in any way you want. What's the mood difference? What note is different or notes?
One more time.
Sure. So here's the Nahawand. Yeleni, Yenin. And here's the new one. So what do people think? What's different?
Well, one higher.
What went
It's
higher?
almost,
There was
Something-
more of a major feel.
More of
it's
a
almost more winsome. It's almost more longing in a sense because there's more tension.
Mm-hmm.
In
Some
my-
drama came from it. Some
Yeah.
movement came from it.
Mhm.
Terry identified that something is higher. So what is higher? Let's go. Let me sing for you so everyone can grasp it. In Nahawand, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So repeat after me. Repeat that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And now here's the new one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's
4,
rust.
5, 6, 7, 8. It's rust.
Rust, yeah.
It's rust. So what is the note that is different? Matthew, don't answer because I know you know it already. Which note has gone higher? As Sean showed with his hands in the bottom of the box, the 6th scale degree, right? Which is the 3rd scale degree of the rust and the Nahawand, right? So as you all know in music, 3 plus 4 equals 6, right? The 3rd above the 4th is the 6th because 1 equals 0 in music, right?
I couldn't hear that. I'm sorry.
I said because 1 equals 0 in music. So the interval of a unison is 0. There's no distance. So anyway, that's so we have the 3rd above the 4th. And let's identify that with numbers and counting just so we're perfectly clear where we're at. So let's start from Hijaz. 1. So again, I'm going to sing and then I'll sing it a second time for you to sing along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now with rust on 4, listen and then repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now sing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if we start on the 4 and we call 4 1, just to confuse you for a moment, the Nahawand would be 1, 2, 3, and rust would be 1, 2, 3. So the rust has a 3rd above its tonic. You hear that the tonic of the rust and the Nahawand are in the same place, right? We'll show that to you again. But above the 3rd scale degree is not a minor 3rd, it's not a major 3rd.
Yeah.
It is we would call a 3/4 interval above the 2nd or a neutral 3rd. I happen to be playing Hijaz on B, so that means E is my secondary tonic. So B, C natural, D sharp, E, and then we start Nahawan on E, which is like minor, E, F sharp, G, A, B, right? Like an E minor scale. We substitute G half sharp. E, F sharp, G half sharp, A natural, B. So let's sing some of these Rust phrases. And again, we're going to compare Rust and Nahawan because Rust and Nahawan are happening on this fourth scale degree, right? The Hijaz sets this mood that several of you called contemplative, meditative, mournful. What else did we saw? Somber, reflective, emotional, right? And then things change. There comes some new drama once we get up to the fourth scale degree. I'm saying it sounds like Rust, as you said. Let me write this down. We spell it R-A-S-T. Chintz, Rust. Yes, it sounds like Rust. Ya lil, 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 ya lil. Ya leylin, 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 ya leylin. You notice the change to Nahawand, right? I just changed that one note. 4, 5, 6. I made that 6 flat. We were having 8, 7, 6 of Rust. 8, 7, 6, 7, 6, 5, 6, 5, 4, 5, 6. Yelil, 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 Nahawand. Nahawand, 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 Nahawand. Rust, 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 rust. Rust, 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 Nahawand, Nahawand, Nahawand. Nahawand. Rust, rust, Hijaz, Hijaz. Now, I wanted to do that at the end because several times I took you through a pathway where we went from Rust back to Nahawand before going to Hijaz. But that doesn't have to happen in that way. We can go from Rust straight to Hijaz. But the Nahawan makes it like more, it kind of pulls you more away from the Rust. The Nahawan gives you that contrast. But you can still go, right? Yalini, 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 Yalini. That's going straight from the Rust to the Hijaz. Let's sing that one again. I'll sing it twice. Second time, sing along. Yalini, 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 Yalini. Again. Yalini, 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 Yalini. Yelling. Yelling, yelling, yelling. Something even different again, right? We went to yet another new jints. So let's sing with numbers so we can see, okay, what's going on with this jints? 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 8, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So this jints 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 is similar, different from jints Nahawand in what way?
Well, it's got the augmented second. It's got the wide interval.
Right. On which
Different.
scale degree?
It's between 6 and 7.
Right. Okay. So what's happening is if we consider Nahawand like minor, it would be like Nahawand with a raised fourth. Because remember, 4 plus 4 equals 7 in music. So the fourth above the fourth scale degree is this, right? So if we consider this the tonic of Nahawand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, as opposed to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exactly as Matthew posted in the chat, this is Jins Nikris. Jins Nikris. So we've had 3 different ajnas on this top part of the scale. And I think one of the points to make here is that a maqam scale doesn't really use like 8 notes and then switch to another scale with another 8 notes. It moves from these ajnas. Ajnas is the plural of jins. We had jins Hijaz on 1, jins Nahawand on 4, jins Rust on 4, and jins Nikris on 4. And that's how the music is moving. Let's sing through that once more, and I'll highlight where we get to those ajnas, and then we'll listen to some examples in the repertoire. Yelling, 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 yelling. Nikris, nikris. Rust, rust, Nahawand Hijaz, Nahawand Hijaz. Yalin, yalin. Yelling, 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 yeah, Nahawand. Nahawand Hijaz, Nahawand Hijaz. Elil, 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 Elil. ليل يا ليل يا ليل نكريز Hijaz نكريز Hijaz. So there's no required order in which we are going among the ajnas. And what's happening is that we're creating tension and drama by moving back and forth among them, right? This is a palette of choices that is available within the maqam. Within a maqam, there's a, I'll get to your question at the end. Within a maqam, there's a particular set of ajnas that are expected. This is also a form of vocabulary at a higher level. We have melodic vocabulary in terms of the melodic units, but then there's another level of the vocabulary in the maqam, which is what are the ajnas that we expect to modulate to. And I emphasize that it's vocabulary and not rules. There's nothing about the jins that requires us to move to this other jins. It's simply the force of habit. That these are the ajnas that are common in songs in this maqam. And when they're common, people imitate them. They get absorbed into the ears, into the brains, into the collective memory, and then they become used. And maybe a very enterprising or famous musician introduces a new one. And if people copy that musician, suddenly a new jins becomes part of the maqam. And if people don't, then it doesn't. You as a composer can make up anything you want. You're free. I'm not going to tell you what to do. But what is the maqam is a collective possession. So if what you do becomes popular and other people like it and they copy it and they imitate it, then it will become the property of the community. It will become part of the maqam. But if you just do it by yourself, well, that's your version of the maqam, but it's not mine. Right? So what I present in the educational materials that I have made available on YouTube, as well as the book Inside Arabic Music, is I present the ajnas within the maqamat that have demonstrated repertory, showing them, right? That I have heard many times from my teachers, from my fellow musicians. So those are the ajnas in the maqamat that we hear over and over again. So I've only put there, I haven't put anything there that maybe I experimented with once and I tried for myself. I've only put there the ajnas that are used over and over again. What book am I speaking of? Inside Arabic Music. Okay, so let me play for you some song examples so we get this much more concretely. Share screen, share sound. Da-da-da. You guys can hear? I have the sound on correctly? Damascus in the early 80s. The famous singer Sabah Fakhri, probably the most famous Syrian singer of the 20th century. You can tell from this cheesy studio setting that it's the early 80s. Ya Qamari. You hear the Hijaz? The Hijaz is coming at the end of the melody. So this is our tonic 1. Can you all sing that? 1. And the end melody was 3, 4, 2, 1. Sing that. 3, 4, 2, 1. Ya Qamari, oh my moon. So this is the whole melody. But let's analyze this melody for a moment. If this is our 1. That's the octave. 1, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What jints are they playing? Eight, 7, 6, 5. Sorry, 8, 7, 6, 7, 6, 5, 6, 5, 4. What jints is that?
It's not one.
No. Now one would be 8, 7, 6.
Oh, yeah.
8, 7, 6.
It's rust.
7. Rust.
Rust, yeah.
Rust. So this song in Maqam Hijaz starts with Jints Rust on 4. Starts actually at the octave and comes down 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Let's listen from the very beginning. Oh, 6, 5, 4, 8, 7, 8, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 5, 6, 5, 4. This could be a song in Rust, right? Let's hear that again. Change, right? What's the new jints here? Anyone? أنت أحدك المياس يا عمري يا غصين البان كيسري أنت أحلى 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 4, 5, 6. What's this, gents? Anyone want to speak up?
That's rust, yeah.
No, it's Nahawand.
Okay.
Right? You hear how the 6 went down? Sing with me. So
Yeah.
so again, repeat. 8, and this is maybe high in your register. Let's sing it here. 8, 7, 6. 8, 7, 6.
Yeah, I
7.
hear that. Yeah, it felt like when you went back up, you raised the 6 back up a bit.
Yeah, hold on. Let me sing the melody for everybody. So I want everyone to repeat this melody as we go. Ah, 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 ah. So that's the Nahawand. 4, 5, 6. We had 6, 5, 4, 8, 7, 6. Higher 6, 8, 7, 6. 6, 5, 4, 4, 5, 6. Lowered 6 for the Nahawand. Is that clear to everybody? We have Ras, Nahawand, Nahawand. Hijaz, Hijaz. Let's listen to that from here. The Nahawand is very short, and it's just that one note, that flat 6 that comes down. Nahawand. Right there. And anta ahlan nas. That's the Nahawand. Hijaz. Okay, so the melody's starting over again, and I want you to think for a moment, where are we spending the most time in this melody? Still rust, rust. Oh, rust. Still rust, right? Still rust. Now he's doing variations on the melody, improvising in rust. Nahawand. Right? Rust for like 2.5 minutes and then 2 seconds of Nahawand. Let's hear how, just listen to when it comes. 4, 5, 6 with the flat 6. Nahawand. Hijaz. Hijaz briefly, and then back to rust. Okay, so most of the time is spent in rust. It's this opening drama, and the resolution to Hijaz just comes at the end. Let's hear one more example. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 is our tonic. We're back to the same tonic we were on before, B. Hijaz. She starts with the Nahawand. 6, 5, 4, 3, 4. Still Nahawand. 7, 6, 5, 4. First taste of Hijaz. 4, 3, 2. Rust. Just one note of rust. The 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back to Nahawand. Jazz. Rust. Nahawand. 8, 7, 6, 5. It's the same. ادك المياس ويا عمري يا غصين البان كاليسري يا ريت يا ريت يا ريت يا ريت, which is what she's singing. I wish I never loved in my life. Ya reit. 8, 7, 6. Everyone sing that. 8, 7, 6. 8, 7, 6, 5. 8, 7, 6, 5. 7, 6, 5, 4. 7, 6, 5, 4. So she's in rust on 4. Now the rust is providing contrast and drama. Adding variations to the rust. Nikris 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. That was Hijaz with a flat 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A rare occurrence, but sometimes. This is the first verse of this very famous song, Anafin Tazarak, I'm Waiting for You, by the great Kulthum. And unlike the first one, the Syrian song Adu Kalmayas, which started with rust and then gave us a taste of Nahawand on the way down to Hijaz, here we start with Nahawand, dip down to the Hijaz, spend more time in Nahawand, dip down to Hijaz, go up in rust, spend some time in rust, come down to Nikris and resolve the Hijaz. So some things are similar, some things are different between the two. I just want to briefly show you the third verse of this really enjoys this rust. So that's 4, 6. Very strong rust. You could listen all day, but we have 5 minutes left. And let me just plop that YouTube playlist in the chat for you all. This is the same playlist I shared yesterday. The first 5 tracks are the examples from yesterday's class in Maqam Ajam. The next 3 tracks are what we were listening to today in Maqam Hijaz. Do we have any questions? Go ahead, Abdul Qadir, and then Joe.
So what I wanted to ask, if on top of Hijaz, if Rast and Bayat have similar like notes, and then in the same way Nahawand and Kurd have similar notes, how do you know whether you're playing Kurd or Nahawand or Bayat or Rast?
You listen for the tonic.
And the tonic's different on each one.
Yes, and this is where traditional Maqam theory will lead you astray. Because traditional Maqam theory did not consider this tonicization factor.
And I'm sorry, the tonic is always the first note of it?
No, well, so by tonicization, I mean we change tonic, right? So what I demonstrated for you here, this was our original tonic, and that note becomes a secondary tonic, right? And we demonstrated earlier in class that if I sing this, ya leeli, ya leen, ya leeli, ya leen, this 5 is unstable and resolves down to 4. That means the jins is what we have on 4, so it's Nahawand, not Kurd. If 5 was the stable note, then it would be Kurd.
Okay.
Exactly. And again, with the rust. Yeah, lane is unstable. Yeah, lane. So it's not Bayati on 5, it's rust on 4.
Rust. Okay.
Is that clear?
I'm getting there. Thank you.
You're getting there. It'll take time. Go ahead, Joan.
You were saying me was trying to imitate, and my hands were moving. But I did have a question, two actually. One is, what will you be teaching us tomorrow? And is there a recording I can watch from yesterday? I couldn't make it yesterday. And then last is about the scales. You're doing the counting, but it's a Middle Eastern scale. It's not a Western scale. So is the counting? So I'm a little confused about the counting, how it works.
So the counting is just we're counting the notes of the scale. And it would
Okay,
work for a
but
Western scale. It's the same as saying do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, except I
Okay.
choose numbers to be more clear.
okay,
Because
All
I don't
right.
want people to be confused. Wait. Is fa the fourth note, or is it right? I want it to be absolutely clear where we're moving. So I prefer numbers rather than I could sing Arabic music in Sare Gama Pa Da Ni Sa, right?
right.
The numbers are arbitrary.
It was
But
helpful to me when you did that, but
exactly.
I wasn't sure if it was the same scale.
Well, so I mean, the difference is what is the tuning of 2? What is the tuning of 6? The tuning of 6 in this particular maqam, we had 2 tunings of 6. We had a low 6, which was a G natural, and we had a slightly higher 6, which was a G half sharp. We
Mhm.
could call them both 6 because there's the 6th note of the scale, but the one that's the higher one you would not find in Western music. The one that's the lower one you would, right?
I could hear that, and so
Right.
that's why I wanted to ask. Yeah.
So exactly. So we can use the numbers because it's still functioning like a Western scale in the sense of being 7 notes per octave, right?
Mhm.
But we have more choices for the number of notes we have.
Right.
Your other questions, the recordings are available, as Mitchie put in the chat. And tomorrow we'll be doing another maqam. And each one of these classes that we're doing is, is sort of makes sense on its own terms.
Mhm.
And, but then they add up because you see where, the same ajnas get used over and over again.
I was really
So-
looking forward to this, so I was sorry to miss yesterday, but
That's
I'm
okay.
very glad I made today.
And I'll share the resources, the online resources, because I have a ton of stuff available online
Okay.
with lessons. So thank you all very much.
Thank you so much.